In this question, we're told that d equals u squared over 2a. We're told that u is equal to 26.2, correct to 3 significant figures, and a is equal to 4.3, correct to 2 significant figures. And in part A, we need to calculate the upper bound for the value of d, giving our answer correct to 6 significant figures. Now let's start by finding the upper and lower bounds for both u and a. Now if 26.2 is correct to 3 significant figures, which means that 26.2 was rounded to the first decimal place. Now this means that between 26.15 and 26.25, anything between those two values rounded to one decimal place would leave us with 26.2. And so we can say that the lower bound for 26.2 is equal to 26.15, and the upper bound for 26.2 is equal to 26.25. Now we can do the same for a. A is equal to 4.3, correct to 2 significant figures. But just like with u, the second significant figure in 4.3 is one decimal place. So 4.3 has been rounded to one decimal place. Which is why we can say that between 4.25 and 4.35, anything between those values rounded to one decimal place will leave us with 4.3. And so the lower bound of 4.3 is equal to 4.25, and the upper bound of 4.3 is equal to 4.35. Now we're interested in the upper bound. For the value of d. Now to find the upper bound for d, we want the largest possible numerator divided by the smallest possible denominator, so that we can have the largest possible value of d. And so to find the upper bound for the value of d, we want the upper bound of u in the numerator and the lower bound of a in the denominator. And so we can say that the upper bound for d is equal to the upper bound for u all squared divided by 2 multiplied by the lower bound of a. Now this is equal to 26.25 squared divided by 2 multiplied by 4.25. And we can put these values into our calculator to find that d is equal to 81.06617,647 ... And to give our answer correct to 6 significant figures, we can say that d is equal to 81.0662. And so we've found that the upper bound for the value of d is equal to 81.0662, correct to 6 significant figures. Now in part B, we're told that the lower bound for the value of d is equal to 78.6003, correct to 6 significant figures. And by considering bounds, we need to write down the value of d to a suitable degree of accuracy, giving a reason for our answer. Now we found that the upper bound for d is equal to 81.0662, and we know that the lower bound for d is equal to 78.6003. Now using these values, we can say that d is equal to 80, and this is because the two values for d are both equal to 80 when rounded to the nearest 10. Now this question is worth 5 marks. We get the first mark for finding the upper and lower bounds for 26.2 and 4.3. We get the second mark for saying that the upper bound for d is equal to the upper bound for u all squared divided by 2 multiplied by the lower bound for a. And we get the third mark for the correct answer that the upper bound for d is equal to 81.0662, correct to 6 significant figures. We get the fourth mark in part B for saying that d is equal to 80. And we get the fifth mark for a correct reason why, and this is because the upper and lower bounds for d are the same when rounded to the nearest 10. And so we've now achieved the full 5 marks needed in this question.